Hello and welcome to the Times of India. You're watching Global Pulse with me, Neha Khanna. Our big focus tonight. The chilling details of the mind-boggling terror plot behind the 10th November Delhi car blast that left 13 people dead are still unfolding. What culminated near the iconic Red Fort in India's capital began, it seems, with a bunch of posters that came up in Srinagar a few weeks ago. Investigations suggest it's these posters that led to the uncovering of a sinister terror plot involving a network of doctors. And what now seems undeniable is the link between what has come to be known as the Faridabad terror module to terror outfit Jaish-e-Mohammed, based where else but across the border in terror state Pakistan.
बहुत भारी मन से आया हूं। कल शाम दिल्ली में हुई भयावह घटना ने सभी के मन को व्यथित कर दिया है। मैं पीड़ित परिवारों का दुख समझता हूं। आज पूरा देश उनके साथ खड़ा है। मैं कल रात भर इस घटना की जांच में जुटी सभी एजेंसियों के साथ, सभी महत्वपूर्ण लोगों के साथ संपर्क में था, विचार विमर्श चलता था, जानकारियों के तार जोड़े जा रहे थे। हमारी एजेंसियां इस षड्यंत्र की तह तक जाएगी। इसके पीछे के षड्यंत्रकारियों को बख्शा नहीं जाएगा। All those responsible will be brought to justice.
आज शाम करीब 7 बजे दिल्ली में लाल किले के पास सुभाष मार्ग ट्रैफिक सिग्नल पर I-20 हुंडई गाड़ी में एक ब्लास्ट हुआ है। ब्लास्ट के कारण आसपास की कुछ गाड़ियां और कुछ मार्ग पर जा रहे लोग भी इंजर्ड होने के समाचार हैं। प्राथमिक सूचना जो मिली है उसमें कुछ लोग हताहत भी हुए हैं। ब्लास्ट की सूचना आते ही 10 मिनट में दिल्ली क्राइम ब्रांच, दिल्ली स्पेशल ब्रांच की टीमें स्पॉट पर पहुंची है। NSG और NIA की टीम FSL के साथ अभी गहन जांच करने का शुरू किया है।
In October, Adil Ahmed Rathar, one of the doctors who has been arrested in connection with the Delhi car blast, was seen plastering posters that warned of major attacks on security forces and outsiders in Kashmir. These posters, bearing the name of Jaish-e-Mohammed, led to the revelation of what the Jammu and Kashmir police are calling a white-collar terror ecosystem involving radicalized professionals, in this case doctors and students, in contact with their foreign handlers operating from Pakistan and other countries. Adil Ahmed Rathar was subsequently arrested. The police found assault weapons in his possession and thus unravelled the entire plot involving this network of doctors across different parts of North India who, according to investigators, were plotting serial blasts in Delhi on possibly the 6th of December, the anniversary of the Babri Masjid demolition. Another suspect now in police custody is Muzammil Shakil, a doctor who was working at the Al Falah Medical College in Haryana's Faridabad. He lived on the college campus but also had rented 2 homes outside. The Jammu and Kashmir police, along with the Haryana police, raided these homes and found multiple suitcases packed with explosives suspected to be ammonium nitrate. During multiple raids that followed, the police recovered 2,900 kilos of material from various locations. The arrests of Adil and Muzammil close aides of Omar Mohammad, another doctor at the Al Falah University, are believed to have triggered the Delhi car blast. Omar was behind the wheel of the car that exploded. It was a powerful explosion that ripped through a busy stretch of Old Delhi just outside the Red Fort metro station, turning a routine traffic signal into a scene of carnage. CCTV footage shows a ball of fire, shattered glass, burning vehicles and terrified crowds. This is a popular and densely packed location next to one of India's most sensitive national landmarks, the Red Fort. The Government of India has formally declared this a terror incident, and the National Investigation Agency, or NIA, the country's top anti-terror agency, has taken over the probe. Officials say the attack bears the signature of a Jaish-e-Mohammed-style Fedayeen attack, a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device operation which is the hallmark of this terror group's previous actions. Also, remember, India's armed forces targeted and destroyed, amongst others, Jaish-e-Mohammed terror infrastructure deep inside Pakistani territory during Operation Sindoor and the 4-day military conflict between India and Pakistan in the month of May this year, an operation triggered by the Pahalgam terror attack.
India has declared that the explosion in Delhi on Monday was a terrorist incident. How concerned are you about rising tensions between India and Pakistan, given the antecedent of the tension and the fighting?
Yeah, I mean we're aware. We're aware of that, the potential that holds. But I think the Indians need to be commended. They've been very measured and cautious and very professional in how they're carrying out this investigation. That investigation continues. It clearly was a terrorist attack, and it was a car loaded with highly explosive materials that detonated and killed a lot of people. But I think they're doing a very good job of carrying out an investigation, and I think when they have facts, they'll release those facts. So, but clearly, I mean, we're aware of the potential that it has, and so we spoke about that a little bit today, the potential that it has to become something broader. But I think we're going to await to see what their investigation reveals. We've offered to help, but I think they're very capable in these investigations. They don't need our help, and they're
While the Pakistan link to the Delhi blast seems to be unmistakable, some reports are also hinting at a Turkey angle to the plot. Reports now suggest that the terror suspects travelled to Turkey to meet their handlers for logistics, coordination and training. Turkey also provided material support to Pakistan during the 100-hour conflict with India. The question is, even as the investigation continues, unveiling new layers of this terror plot every day, how should India deal with its terror-exporting neighbour Pakistan in the aftermath of the Delhi car blast? Remember, the government has repeatedly stated that Operation Sindoor, launched in retaliation for the Pahalgam terror attack in the month of April this year, is not over yet. It was only paused. What happens next?